Hey everyone, Drew Beekeeping here. Today, let's see, it is March 29th. It is late morning, almost afternoon. Kind of cool out here in north central Georgia. It's about 50. So the good news, everyone, on our little 5-frame nook is the queen, which you heard me mention in the last video, is being gone. Well, not gone, but remember whole story about her attaching to my body, running off, and you know, etc. Well, I know she's in here and she's now finally laying. So the good news is I somehow saved her when there was still time. She's in there. I haven't actually found her, but I know she's in here. There's eggs in here. I'm not gonna keep them out that long, but there's larvae that's barely, you know, a day or two old in here, and it was a week ago when I was here last, almost to the day. And yeah, so she's in there somewhere. I'm not gonna keep looking. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother them. Seeing her lay, you know, it's nice for two reasons. One, obviously, you know, you always want your queen laying eggs, especially going into the spring. But you know, me thinking she was injured, in my mind, I was like, well, she's done for. You know, she's injured. The bees are gonna know it. They're gonna try to replace her with what they have, but the good news is so far so good. So having that queen in there laying, I actually have a pretty decent cluster in here. I'll try to show you guys up close what's going on here, but you know, it's just a little tiny 5-frame nuke that we kept supporting. They're doing not too bad at all. The other good thing about seeing her laying is that I know that they have an okay amount of resources, that she felt comfortable enough to be laying eggs. Let me take this Hive frame holder off. Really all I've been doing for feeding purposes on this hive, it's been a little bit of dry sugar, as you can see right here up top, which looks like they're kind of going through, so maybe I'll put a little bit more on there for them. Looks like I was a forager bee that I just watched run in. So they've got some foragers, not a lot, but enough to keep them going. But that's great. That's very exciting, because this is the one I was worried about the most. And seeing them have all that makes me very happy, because they were in a very precarious spot last week, and here we are. So I'm gonna put it back on time lapse, move along through some of these other ones, and if I see anything else to mention, I will make note of it. All right, so my green hive right now, like I said, it was great stuff on red, like the little mini nuke. We know our queen's in there. This one is, again, as always, showing signs of swarming, and I even saw a cell that had egg and larva in it, uncapped, but I did see one that was capped, which, you know, once you see that, it's pretty much inevitable that it's gonna happen. So this one we're gonna split today. I'm going to try to find my queen. I'm going to try to cage her and take her and some bees, 5 frames, over to another location. I know this past time when I made a split, I made it here, but obviously you run the risk of losing your forager bees back to the original hive. I was obviously able to boost them, but in this circumstance, we're just gonna move this queen all together, let them think she swarmed with this group, and yeah, then kind of let her hopefully restart someone else, and let them make a new queen in this box for the new year. So I'm gonna work on that. Time lapse will be back in effect, and if I see anything else worth showing, I'll let you know. All right, caught my queen in the green box. She's in there right now. It's actually kind of funny. She was definitely a little Houdini, trying not to get caught, and she was crawling all over my hand, and I was able to just get her in there real quick. So right now I've got a frame of brood on both sides. It's pretty heavy, pretty thick. So we got the queen. I'm gonna try to find at least one more frame of brood and at least 2 frames of food, and then we'll pack this all back in and let them go to work on hopefully making the next generation of queen for the green hive. So more to follow on that. All right, not sure if you can see it on this bottom of this one super. Let me see if I can expose it right there. That right there is going to be a really good potential queen hanging on the bottom. So in total, this green hive has about two really good capped queen cells, and then I saw maybe 2 that had egg and larva that maybe they'll do something with. So I'm going to put this all together, and like I said, this is going to go to a different yard. Queen, so far I've got in total, all those are brood slash a little bit of honey frame. I'm sorry, 2 are brood, 1 is honey. I'm going to try to steal 2 more honey frames from another one, bring that over so we can go make something out of it. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. So we're going to move on to the yellow next. All right, so just finished my inspection on blue hive. I know I said I was moving to yellow next, but it was actually blue. But everything's looking really good in blue. I saw maybe like 2 cups, you know, swarm cups, maybe 3 tops that I squished that had no larva in it, but you know, there was no capped cells like the green hive had, which we just split just a little bit ago. So I'm feeling a lot better about blue. They're doing fine. While I didn't see my queen in the blue hive, I know she's in there. I saw a bunch of fresh larvae, so she's definitely laying. So good news on the blue. So far so good. We're going to move to yellow and work on that one next. All right, everyone, yellow was a lot like blue, which is good. So no signs of swarming. I think I might have, you know, smushed 2 empty cells that didn't have any larvae or eggs in it. So we're 2 for 2 there. I'm just gonna go quick check the red. It's probably been enough time for our virgin queen, assuming she was successfully hatched and everything, to be in there. I do not expect me to see any eggs or larvae. I doubt she's been mated that quickly, but you know, it's one of those things where I might go take a peek and just kind of see where everything stands in there and see if we can locate her at all. All right, stopped a little early because I can already tell that some of these probably have or haven't, well, actually I say that. This one right here, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna zoom in up on it for you. That one looks like one where the queen has already come out. See that, how it's like opened right up? So there's a good chance she's out and about in here. You know, there's plenty of other swarm cells in here. I mean, we've got these right here. That's 2 good ones. This is one. You got 2 right here. Now, I'm gonna make a quick decision on what I'm gonna do. I most likely will leave them because the queen that came out of here, she should go through and kill these on her own if everything was successful, because she won't let them. There is something you gotta be worried about called an after swarm, where, you know, you get the queen end up still leaving with the hive because there's already another queen on the way. I don't have as much experience in that to really know if that's necessarily going to happen in this scenario. Haven't seen it enough in my life, my short time beekeeping, but I know it's something to be concerned about. So I got to make a decision as to what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to clean up some of these cups. I mean, again, there's some cups in here that just don't even need to be here, but I may end up just leaving these cells, and I mean, they could be hatching any day, honestly, folks. Like I said, that one looks like it already did. So more to follow on that. All right, that should be it today. I'm gonna be getting out of here. Got this done a lot quicker than I thought I would, but I need to get this, you know, future, you know, 2nd generation green queen back to the other yard in a nook, so that way they can get started. I'm sure they're getting kind of frustrated being in there for the past hour. The nice thing with these Hive butlers, I know I mentioned them in earlier videos, you got plenty of ventilation, keeping it in the shade, so they've been nice and cool. She's still caged in there right now until I get her to the other spot. But yeah, overall it was a very good day. I was very pleased to see our, old red queen over there doing well. Laying, obviously second generation. I know I mentioned that as being second generation. That's original generation green queen. Hoping for the best for green hive, making second generation green queen. Obviously blue and yellow are doing just fine. Nothing new on them. And then red, as I mentioned, we've got all those cells, or not cells, I should say, actual, queen eggs, fully capped. Probably been in there for a little bit. I kind of thought I'd seen more of them hatched or all of them hatched out, but as I pointed out, it looks like one was opened up where, there very well might be a virgin queen walking around in there and she just hasn't had a chance to kill the others yet. So, I guess I'm gonna give it, I'll give it another week. I'm in no rush. They definitely are gonna be able to make a new queen. I'm not worried about that now. So there will be a queen in there. It's just, what will the end result be? And then obviously we've got to cross our fingers on the green hive over here that they're able to do the same and make their own. So we will be back out here a week from today, hopefully, if I get a chance, and I'll update you all then. In the meantime, I'm gonna get them back and get her put into the new nook. All right, I got that green queen, the original green queen, moved to the back of another location far away, so just side of a house. Gonna leave her here for a couple days, at most a week, before I bring her back. That way all these bees that I provided her will have reoriented and should stay, so she won't lose any foragers back to the old green hive. So we're gonna try that. That way it gives her a boost, and then we're gonna see who's able to move into a normal 10 frame box here in the next couple weeks, between that little red, the one that's got a head start by a little over a week, and who did not have the foraging force come with her, versus this one that had the foraging force come with her. And obviously that red queen looked really good today, but I really gave this green queen a lot to work with, so they're gonna be, I think, booming in no time. So that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I think it was an overall very good day for beekeeping. I'm very pleased with what I saw. I would have preferred to not have made a split today, but hey, a split is future hive, future bees. So while it would have been great that green hive could have just focused on being a honey producer this year, yeah, they won't be able to get the same amount that they could have gotten had they not been split, but it is what it is. More bees is still better than less bees. So we will reconvene a week from today and we will see where everything stands. Hope you all enjoyed. Take care. See you next week.